So I think you guys agree? First step, oh crap, this one is what? Also f of -1 equals 2. Ugh. OK, first thing you do, set them equals 0, right? X equals 0, x equals -3, x equals +3. Now, you don't need to do this, but for the sake of teaching, I'm going to subtract a 0, just so you guys can see how that works. The only reason why I'm writing it that way, because a lot of times people get confused when they see x squared. They don't think of that as a linear factor with a multiplicity of 2. In reality, that is. Now you have your factors. So I have my f of x. This is really x minus 0 to the third power. Now, again, nobody's really going to write x minus 0 to the third power, because we'd really just simplify that to x cubed, right? But that's how when you see x cubed, it's really a 0, it has a 0 of 0 and to the multiplicity of 3. All right. So this becomes x cubed. Hopefully you guys recognize that's the difference of two squares. Distribute. OK. Now, again, that's equal to f of x. So then the last thing, though, it says is f of -1 has to equal 2. So that means f of -1 this number needs to equal 2. Does it equal 2? No. It does not equal 2. So how do we make it equal to 2? So f of -1 needs to be 2. What should we do? So we could put numbers two places. Yeah?
I was going to say simplify that exponent.
Well, we'll simplify this in a second. But there's some number that's going to change this polynomial, so that makes sense. We could either say plus p or times k. What do you think which number would impact the polynomial, so therefore that is true, but not actually change the solutions? Does p change the solutions? If you add or subtract something, does that change the solutions? Like, for instance, if I have a polynomial like this, and I say shift this up 10, do you now have the same solutions? No, right? So you don't want to use p. You don't want to add or subtract p, because that would actually change the solutions. But if you multiplied something by a scalar, that doesn't change the solutions, right? Or at least it's not supposed to. Right? So therefore, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply everything by some number k. Nobody knows what k is. So we're going to find k. Yes? So let's simplify. What you did is you simplified this, which gives us a -1. -1 cubed is -1 times -9 is going to be a +9. So 2 is equal to k times 8. Divide by 8, divide by 8. K is equal to 1/4. So now, in the same just kind of like what I did for the last problem, you're just going to use that as a multiplier. 1/4 times x to the 5th minus 9x cubed. And again, you could distribute it out, right? Or you can just leave it out in front. Thought I had it. All right, guys. But that is it.